Check 1 2, check 1 2. This is why we do a mic check in the morning, or at least right after launch starts. Hey everyone, welcome. Let me start over. Hey, and I guess welcome to Food Chuck. My name's Ruka, and today we're gonna be doing a little breakfast stream, cooking stream. Nothing really special, just you know, just making breakfast on stream because I feel like it. That's it. Also, I kind of want to try, I guess. Maybe there is a slight occasion to this. I kind of want to try some equipment I just got recently, and maybe some ingredients that I've been meaning to get around to. So there is that. There is that. But yeah, I hope everyone is doing well today. Um, Basically, what I originally intended to do today is just, I don't know, cook and maybe talk about some Japan stuff, like some things that I wanted to do about Japan talks and whatnot that may or may not actually happen, just because I tried looking into some of these things that I wanted to check out for stream about Japan. And as interesting as it is for me personally, just to look around the area, it's not it. What do you call it? It's not. It doesn't really give you a good sense of what is out there. The next best thing would be for me to actually go on location and film or take pictures of the places. But I don't want to be taking like other people's pictures. Well, that's not right. I would take others people's pictures, credit them, but it's hard to find pictures of some of these places. So it's like, we'll just probably talk about it lightly in passing. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the with moving to the cooking area over here, and then we'll get going. All right, I'm probably also going to do the same thing as last time. I'm going to be listening to some music, listening to Asia Dream Radio yet again, because Asia Dream Radio is a great station. So check it out. Asia Dream Radio. Go to Radio Garden. Check them out over there. It's a Montreal Japanese anime, maybe just Japanese in general station. So yeah, let me get that going. I'll go set up in the kitchen portion of our thing today. Let's see. Kishiwada. No, we don't want to do Kishiwada right now. Japan hits. Oh, 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 nope, nope, nope. We need you on Bluetooth, not speaker. Let's do that first. And the idol huntress. There we go. Ooh, I'm liking this one right now. I'm liking this one. Okay, live cam is on. Let me mute this while I move it. Okay, noise gate is down, so it's gonna get very noisy now. Hopefully good enough for ASMR stuff. Yeah. Okay, let's get that pan heated. So, for anyone who's been to this channel before, you may have noticed our usual pan is not on the thing. And I just found out, maybe I didn't just find this out, but I just realized that I can use other things on top of this if I wanted to, which I didn't think of doing until now because the equipment I have makes it a little bit easier to do. Makes it a little bit easier to do. All right, let me just make sure that it's actually warm. Let's see, maybe do we need a little bit more light? I don't know if we need that much more light. I think this is good enough, no? We'll see. We'll keep that on. But first things first, we're gonna be doing some. So we have our heating element here. I got it set to 360 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 180 degrees Celsius. While that's going, we're gonna prep some things first. So there's gonna be just like a little 3-part breakfast thingy that we're gonna be doing. Oh, here we go. Issue right now is I don't have exactly the space I want. I don't really have the space that I want. Nope, that's not it. Right there, right here. Okay, you are heating. I probably should put some oil in there actually. Nah, we can put the oil in later. Maybe? Question mark? I'll just go ahead and put some oil in the pan for now. If I need more oil, I always have a little bit more. Sesame oil. Good stuff. Good stuff. Wait, did I spill some sesame oil on my sheets? I hope not. Alright. So normally I would be using a ton more garlic for any garlic-based dish, but we're not making a whole lot of fried rice today, so garlic fried rice, very simple. Very simple. Let's see, can I move that up a bit? There we go. Put that aside. Maybe I need to bring that forward a little bit more. Eek. Okay, I think that's good enough. That's good enough. Ooh, that's not good garlic. I guess I've had that sitting around for way too long. See that? That is, well, it doesn't look good on this angle, but that is garlic that's gone too far gone. It's been a while since I used any garlic, so I may have some bad stuff here. 3 cloves doesn't seem enough though, so I'm probably I need to grab some more. That's definitely not enough. Be right back really quick. Be right back. Be right back. Okay, now we're back. Now we are back. Oop. Careful with that knife. So I started gardening a little while ago, right? And apparently, I just found out that the plants I put in my little indoor garden were a little bit too big to be placed in like a aero garden kind of thing. So I started getting some soil, potting stuff, more things to invest that I wasn't originally planning to do with making a garden, so I can be a little bit self-sufficient on some ingredients. But here I am with now a pot, 2 pots right now, of tomato plants that don't seem to be doing too well right now, just because even though I do get sunlight outside, apparently it's not good enough sunlight for the tomato plants, so I can't have them outside. Now I gotta get separate lights for them, and of course they're not here yet, so I have to wait for that. I'm hoping the tomatoes will survive until then. They're a little bit wilty, so it's like, no tomato fruits yet, sadly. I need to sit better here, otherwise I am gonna be hurting like crazy, as usual. Okay, adjust this camera. Okay. Okay. Ooh. I think I need to lower down the temperature on the pot a little bit. It's smoking a little. Probably a little too hot for the oil. I don't know. For some reason, I thought the smoke point of sesame oil is around 400. But almost every single time, I seem to be smoking it a little bit too much, or it smokes a little too much. Maybe because I use way too high of a heat or something. It's a good thing we got that out of the way. Hey Workshop, welcome. Good morning. How you doing? How you doing? We're gonna be making some garlic fried rice first. We're gonna be making multiple dishes right now. And just, just chilling, just chatting. How you doing? I think I need a better seating arrangement for this area. Okay. I don't normally do this, but I'm going to go ahead and mince this for fried rice. One of these days, I'll get a good enough camera set up for the kitchen. But other things take priority right now, such as making sure my indoor garden is doing well. I'm starting to think now that the indoor garden may cost me more money than I initially thought. Like, the original idea, right, was to make an indoor garden so that I don't have to pay the ridiculous prices that they're asking for in the grocery stores around here. And I'm starting to think that it might just be cheaper to buy it, even at inflated prices at the grocery store. So it's like, what am I to do now? Oh well, I'm in it. I'm in it to learn. I'm in it to learn how to make a garden. Hungry? See your video? Gonna get more food now? Okay, go get some food. It's gonna be a while before we get this food ready. But we're gonna be making 3 dishes, 3 very simple breakfast dishes for breakfast. That does take a little while to prep. So for anyone who doesn't like cooking and thinks that it takes so much time, right? It takes so much time to do this, to be able to cook, and then once you finally get it all done, it's like maybe 10-15 minutes to eat it. That's not the point, dude. That's not the point. cooking, if you're not doing it as a job, is more like a self is a self, I don't know. It's just something that you learn to save money. So it should be like self-sufficiency type of thing. Okay, I think that's good enough. It's a self-sufficiency type of thing, and also enjoyment. Enjoyment. Some people may not see it that way, but I do find enjoyment in cooking, if only because it's a time to just think. Think, do things. I think we're still going to need this cutting board. I feel like we're still going to need this cutting board. Hold up. Yeah, I think we're still going to need this. Let's go ahead and gonna move this to this. No, let's move this to the side a bit. And now that I look at that, it's probably way too much garlic. But you know what? That's okay. This is garlic. This is gonna be garlic fried rice. There's no such thing as moderation here. I'm trying to drum to the music I'm listening to right now. And it's just gonna look like random beats. And no reference to what the music is, because I don't know what these songs are called. I just know we're right now listening to Asia Dream Radio on Radio Garden. I think I need a little bit more heat though. No, maybe not a whole lot, but quite a bit more heat. Hey, Edward Snowden, welcome. What's going on around here? What's going on around here is we're making garlic fried rice, or at least gonna try to make garlic fried rice. I need to cook down this garlic a bit first, though. We're making breakfast. Making breakfast. If you want to listen to what I'm listening to, go tune in to that radio station that I have listed at the bottom. There's some really good music right now that I don't know the name to. Originally, I just wanted to talk about Japan stuff, Halloween Japan stuff actually, while doing this. But I think we'll save that for... I'll save that for maybe once we get everything together. Haven't seen the Beckfest meme? What is the Beckfest meme? I have not seen that. I have not seen that, no. You will have to explain that to me. I know that's the worst thing about jokes. You're not supposed to explain jokes, but if I haven't seen it, it's a little hard to get into it. Actually, the garlic needs a little bit more heating, so maybe I can check it out on my phone. Let me see. What is playing right now? She's Taking It Easy. I think that's the music, the title of the music right now. She's Taking It Easy from Asia Dream Radio. Okay, Beckfest. What the heck is this Beckfest thing? Oh, it's a video. Bweckfest. Bweckfest, not Beckfest? It's a scene from a movie that stars people with Down syndrome. Come on. I mean, I know it's funny, but whenever I see a meme with people that are obviously, you know, have difficulties with something, it just kind of makes me sad. I get it though. I get it. It's funny. But like half the time, I don't think they know what is happening. So it's like, I feel a little sad about that. Is this garlic done yet? I don't think it's quite done yet. Okay, we need a lot more crispy than this. Well, I mean, not a lot more crispy, but crispier than what we got right now. Let's see. Maybe if I get it a little bit more brown, then we'll put the rice in. It'd be rice time. Yeah, so we're right now. I got 3 dishes planned for breakfast because we're making a full breakfast right now. We're gonna be making some. I don't know. It's gonna be garlic fried rice. Gonna be making some eggs and miso soup, but we're also gonna be adding some kimchi tuna. Kimchi tuna. I got this. I got this like a while back. I never actually. Like, I got this a while back as like an emergency rations type of thing. And since the emergency is pretty much over, I feel like, why don't we just, try using this now and see how it is. I can always get more. I can always get more. I also kind of want to try this silken tofu thing. I've never tried this before. I usually get the other kind of tofu where it's like in water and stuff. So I'm curious how this works, but we're going to be using that for a miso soup. You don't know what garlic fried rice is? Come on. Come on. Or tofu? Come on. We know, pretty sure you know what tofu is. Okay. This is some rice I had from yesterday. I think you can use fresh rice, but Uncle Roger says otherwise. I don't know. Let's see if we need more, but I think that should be enough for now. What's fried? Come on. What's fried? Fried is your brain right now, especially at this time of day, whatever that time of day might be. Okay, I think I need to add a little bit of salt at least. Just a tiny bit of salt. Some pepper. I'm joking, I'm joking. Hey, my brain gets fried too at certain times of the day, so it's not you. It's not you. Can't really see it. Probably can't really see it, but I think I got a mix of white and black pepper in that one. So. Maybe I need a little bit more rice. Maybe a little bit more. See, the music just changed. What is this? By Ivy Suzuki, Pink Shadow. Pink Shadow. I guess that's from an anime. Kind of sounds like an anime opening music or something. Or ending music, actually. Oh, speaking of anime, has anyone been watching any anime this season? Just curious. I feel like that's always something that's topical. I've been trying to check out a bunch of shows this season, but I haven't really had much time. Like, I know Spy Family is in this season, but I haven't still gotten around to it. I have been watching... I've been at least trying to watch Chainsaw Man and Mob Psycho Season 3. No? No? Okay. At the very least, I've been trying to watch Mob Psycho Season 3. And Chainsaw Man. So far, pretty good. So far, pretty good. I guess you can't... I don't think you can go wrong with Mob. At the very least, it's stayed with the same studio for 3 seasons now, and I think this might be the last season. Can't say the same for One Punch Man. Sad, actually. One Punch Man got done dirty when they were transferred from Madhouse to Dean, I feel like. And even though it looks mostly the same, you know Dean's strong point is not whatever happens in One Punch Man. Though I hope whoever picks up this next season of One Punch Man is gonna do it much, much better. When I get into Spy Family, saw a clip of it, and interested to learn how Anya punching that boy makes him like her. I won't spoil anything. I won't spoil anything. But, because I want you to watch it. Hold up. Excuse me. Oh, jeez, I guess I put too much pepper in that thing. Excuse me. I may have blown the mic. But yeah, so I thought it was gonna... So, in Spy Family, there's this dog. That's not a spoiler. It's literally everywhere. There's this dog that shows up in the manga, and I think they kind of tried to show it also in the first season, but I thought they were gonna end there in the first season. It's like, why did you push that off to the second season? I don't get it. Cute sneeze. Thank you, I guess. I'm glad someone thinks my extremely loud man sneeze sounds cute. I don't think so, but thank you. Yeah, I need to do that. There's also a couple of shows that I need to check out. My one junk food show, because everyone has some sort of junk food show, is Futoko no Guild, which I didn't know what Futoko meant until until someone like translated the title. It's like Shameless Guild or something, or what is it? It's like along the lines of... It's probably along the lines of Shameless. I know it's probably not exactly that, but it's a very ecchi show. It's a very ecchi show that if you watch uncensored, makes you think like there's gonna be some softcore hentai in there, but it's not. I read the manga a while back. It's just it's just basically about this guy who is working for an adventurous guild, trying to find a girl, also trying to find someone to replace him because he wants to quit and go to college. Basically, that's basically what it is. And there's this really cute receptionist right in front of him that's probably interested in him. If not her, then her sister. with huge boobs and whatnot. Like, holy crap, ridiculously huge boobs. Not all of them have ridiculously huge boobs. The majority do, of course, because it's an ecchi anime, right? It's an ecchi anime. But holy crap, you know, there's certain clothes that just accentuate it. And whatever the receptionist is wearing definitely highlights it. But anyway, I don't think he's dense, but he's definitely all these unfortunate ecchi things happen to the people he's trying to train while doing his guild stuff. And he's not trying to be a pervert or anything because it's the monsters doing it. But it's like, what do you do? What do you do? He can't do anything. He's just trying to make sure they don't get killed. Okay, I think the fried rice is done. Don't know how it looks on camera. Not the best camera, but on right now it looks pretty darn good. I'm gonna take a picture of it before we move on. We're gonna plate that later. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the what do you call this? The eggs. Oh, I forgot something. I need to get a couple of things. I'll be back. And yeah, I'll be back. Okay. So I had to get a couple of what do you call these? These things, like some silicone mats to put the pans on them, because I was thinking of putting them on these things, the pots and pans, on my bed, but it's also really hot. So I don't think that's the best idea. So I'm gonna move this, and we're gonna making some eggs. Man, I've been wanting this cooking set for a while. It's basically a bunch of like pans and stuff, right? But the thing about it is, if you look at this, there's no handles. There's no handles on this pan. Ow, 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 ow. Instead, the handle is detachable. And it's like very reflective, so I gotta be careful with this. But the handle is very detachable, and you can like basically latch onto the thing. So yeah. Oh, I think I still have a little bit of sesame oil left, but we're gonna get that pan heated. Let's go ahead and make our eggs. I don't know how many eggs I want for this. Speaking of ecchi anime, I saw a bit of Oredake, Haireru, Kakushi, Dajon, and Sheesh. Okay, I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna go. Hold up. I'm getting my notepad right now. Copy and pasting that so I can check it out, because I don't know this show. You know what? May as well. The pan is heating. I'm just gonna quickly Google that right now. Let's see. Oh, this came out a couple seasons ago. Did it? Yeah, last year. I may have. Okay, I think the cover looks familiar. I'm gonna have to check that out. Let's see. Let me put that on my. Let me put that on my watch list, because I want to check it out. Some people don't think I'm into ecchi anime, but I will watch ecchi anime, but the thing is, ecchi anime has to be entertaining. It can't be. It can't be trashy. You know what I'm saying? It has to be like comedy ecchi anime, and then I can almost forgive everything after that. It was on a sus side. Well, I mean, what isn't? What isn't? Okay. Alright, so no oil right now. I'm gonna do the oil later. Oh, speaking of oil. I probably don't need oil on this because it's a non-stick pan, but I will still put oil on it because I'm just used to doing that. I need to... that's fine. Okay, eggs. Eggs. We need to make some eggs. Let me see how many is going to fit in here, because I cannot mix this too well. Okay, I'm done with the fried rice, so I need to put this thing away from the side. Ooh, what's this song? Millet, Kokai Zenya. Kokai Zenya by Millet. Kai Zenya. I have no idea what that means, but the beat's nice. Probably not the best way to crack eggs. Probably not the best way. I think we can do one more egg. Usually when we do omelets and stuff, 3 eggs is standard, I think. And some people think like, oh no, that's a lot of eggs. There's so much cholesterol in there. Actually, the cholesterol in eggs is good cholesterol, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So use as many eggs as you want, but maybe not too much. Otherwise, you know, it's it gets a little bit too unwieldy. But I think 3 eggs is okay. But I'm gonna try to make this into a tamagoyaki thing. It's gonna be a little difficult. Okay, I think that's mixed. Okay, I think that's good enough. And I think my pan, oh, the pan's way too hot. The pan is way too hot. We don't want it too high for eggs. I usually try to do lower temperatures when I do eggs, just so I can really control it. Oh, wait, how am I gonna do this? Okay, I got a plate ready. I don't think I can do tamagoyaki actually. I don't have the pan for it, and it's a little difficult to do it like this. So I may have to do like a fake tamagoyaki or something, if I'm gonna do that. How did I do it before? Okay, let me see if I can do this. It's gonna be a little difficult. If I can't make tamagoyaki, that's fine. I just want to try it as a challenge, you know? Let me see. Wait. me see if I can do this. So you're supposed to roll it. Yeah, this is going to be the jankiest tamagoyaki you will ever see, but you know what? It's okay. It can be jank. It can be jank if it wants to. Oh, crap. Yep. Oh no. Oh no, that's not gonna work. Ideally, you would have like a square pan to do this. It's just easier. Okay. I do wonder though, why did the Japanese like decide to make square egg roll, square omelets? I don't understand sometimes how they come up with these things. Okay, I think this is good. So what I need to do is just heat this up a little bit, cook it on the sides, and then we'll make it look a little bit closer to tamagoyaki. It's not going to be perfect. It's going to be the ugliest tamagoyaki you will ever see. But that's okay. If ugly food tastes good, then we're in the right track. We are on the right track. Okay, I think that's good, cooked enough. Let's go over here. Ah! That did not make a good sound. That did not make a good sound. All right. I'm going to go ahead and replace the pan with something else, because we got one more dish to cook after this. But before we get to the pan, we gotta work on this thing. Okay, so to make this look somewhat like tamagoyaki, I need to cut these ends off. And you're not gonna see the other side. But it looks nothing like tamagoyaki when you look on this side. Just because I didn't do I didn't do this properly. But let's see. We're gonna cut it into threes. This one kind of looks like it. It kind of has the layers you would expect in one, but it's definitely not the greatest. Gonna put that aside. So we got it on a plate now, right here. Let's see, is it better with this? Better one? Better two? No, it's not any better. Okay, we got some eggs. So we got some fried rice, we got some eggs. And these scraps I'm gonna eat right now because I'm hungry. Okay. One last thing to make. And it's gonna be a super hot dish. Super hot. All right. I don't know how much water this is. That's not enough water. I know that much. I know that much. It's not enough water. So I have some of this dashi. Dashi, for anyone that doesn't know, is just basically a bunch of
dried ingredients that you use to make a broth. So make some dashi broth. Kind of looks like a little bit of a tea bag. I think I need much more water than that. I'm gonna crank up the heat all the way up if we're gonna get this to boil. But we're gonna be making our miso soup in this thing. I think that's good enough. There we go. And now we're just waiting for water to boil. Hello, camera. Hello, camera. Let's see, anything else here? Okay, I have the bowl I'm gonna use for soup. Check Discord, it's in memes. Which one? What? Not good sound. Okay, I think that's good cooked enough. Let's go over here. Yeah. That did not make a good sound. Wait. I'm trying to listen to this. Okay, I think that's good cooked enough. Let's go over here. Yeah. That did not make a good sound. That did not make a good sound. Oh, I made a little yelp. I get it now. I get it now. Thank you for that clip. Thank you for that clip. What? You're saying you don't make a weird sound whenever you like do something unexpected? I do. I do apparently. Oh, I should have done this a long time ago. I should have put the lid on so it like boils better. But yeah, thank you for actually using that feature. I never actually seen the clip feature used before. Well, I am gonna be putting that on the shorts now, so thank you for that. Speaking of which, I did finally get a video done last night, so it should come out tomorrow, technically. I'm not the streamer here though. I mean, just in general life, it's just something I do normally. It's just you caught me in 4K. Basically, you caught me in 4K. Even though I think this is in 1080p. You know, I have this bottle of. It's not sake. It's actually mirin. But I have this bottle of sake I used to have. Like, this was actually filled with sake at one point. But now it's like filled with Japanese cooking wine. I brought this out because I had a feeling I was going to use it for something. I'm not quite sure what it is for now though. But it's here in case I need to use it. Oh, I think it's boiling. Oh, it's boiling a little bit. It's boiling a little bit. So I think I'm supposed to let this boil for 6 minutes or something. A little bit longer than your typical tea. But once this water is boiled, it should be more or less done, and I just gotta add the miso to it. Speaking of, while that's going, we need to prepare our miso. So let's get just a small thing over here of this broth because we're gonna mix it back in. Gonna lower that temperature a bit. I don't want it to overboil. Okay, so for anyone who hasn't prepared miso before, you don't add the miso directly into the soup. If you do that, you're not going to be able to mix it very well, one, and you're going to kill the miso. I'm just going to turn that heat off. We don't need that heat to be on anymore. So you don't add the miso directly into the soup, because for anyone that doesn't know, miso is actually a living thing. So this is actually technically still alive. So that you keep this in the fridge. It lasts for a really long time. I think it's got like either fungus or bacteria, like kind of probiotic type of stuff. It sounds weird if you just say it that way, but you know, the Japanese have been eating this for like a very long time. And it's good. And it's good. I think the biggest mistake a lot of people do is to put it straight into boiling water. You don't really want to do that because you're going to kill the miso. Doesn't do anything to the flavor, but you're just going to kill the miso itself. Alright, so we have a small thing of water here, broth, and it just makes it a whole lot easier to mix this stuff. And you want it to be mixed throughout. And we're going to... We are cooking... Oh, crap, I spilled something. I need to get some paper towels really quick. Yeah, we're always cooking live stuff. We're cooking live stuff. If you're not eating anything that's alive... Actually, can you hear this? Can you hear me all the way over here in the kitchen? Probably don't. Probably don't. Can you hear me now? 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 You can probably hear me now. But yeah, we always cook live stuff. Hey Sky, welcome. Good morning. How's it going? Ken vouch that it's certainly better to eat things while they're still alive. Can hear you all the way over here, over there. Really? I know I turned the noise gate off, so that probably helped. Well, it's a good thing this is the Handcam table and not my actual computer desk. Otherwise, it would be very difficult. What's this song? Oh, wow. I am currently listening to wait, what's it? Perfect Onesan, Kyari Pamyu Pamyu? Kyari Pamyu Pamyu? I think that was like some kind of a Harajuku band, like way back when. I didn't think they were still around. Maybe they're not, and this is probably an old thing. Heard you the whole time. It got really quiet though. All right. So there is a range. There is a range. Okay, this is gonna look super thick. You see that? It's kind of thick. Fairly thick. But this is miso mixed with a broth. I probably added a little bit too much, but it's okay. Yeah, Carrie, it's been a while. Okay, we are done with this. We are done with this broth bag, so I'm gonna put that away. Oh yeah, there's one more thing I need to do before we... No, I think this is okay. This is okay. It's okay to put the miso right now. I basically just turned off the heat. I have a way too much broth in there. Just gonna add a little bit more so I can rinse this bowl. Ow! Hot, 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 hot. Hot, hot, hot. Oh, I was covering that. Alright, rinsed. She just released a new MV maybe a few weeks ago, actually. Still active. Interesting. I'm surprised because they've been around for like years now, like over 10 years or something. Okay, So miso, now very cloudy. Normally I would say this is done. You're actually good here. But I'm going to add one more thing that I haven't done before. I usually don't add tofu to my miso soup, but it's something a lot of people do. But I haven't used this particular tofu. So this tofu is silken tofu. I've never used it before. I think so. This is the tofu where you can actually store in your cupboard, in your pantry, and it's good for a really, really long time. Like, look at the expiration date on this thing. June 23, 2023. Compare that to like the tofu that you see in a tub, right, with water in it. Those are usually only good for a few months. But this apparently can last you for a very long time, and never tried this before, so let's go ahead and give that a shot. I need to get some scissors because there's no way I can tear this thing. Or can I? Nope, I cannot. I cannot, it's too tough. It's way too tough. All right. I'm probably not going to put all of this in there. It's a little bit too big. So I'm going to have to figure out a use for it for the rest of the day. Ooh, okay, so it still has a little bit of liquid in there. We're going to have to drain that. We are going to have to drain that. Okay, let me see. Drain. This is just basically tofu water. You can use it if you want to, but I typically don't. Okay. And it looks exactly what I would expect. Let me... Ooh. Oh, it breaks apart really easily, like super easily. I didn't do anything to it, and already it's it broke by itself. I'm definitely gonna have to figure out a way to use the rest of this, but I think I'm gonna use roughly half of this block. So that and then this part. This part here I'm gonna have to use later today. What is the calorie count on this thing anyway? I'm curious. So nutrition facts. 4 servings. So we got 2 servings in one block. 45 calories per serving. Okay, fairly low calorie. Of course there's no fat because it's made out of soybeans. Decent amount of protein, 7 grams of protein. And some calcium, iron, and potassium. Alright, since this is really, really soft, I don't think I need to like chop it, but I'm just gonna like lightly cube it. It says extra firm on the packaging, but it's still very, very soft. Alright, so our miso soup, you can kind of see it rolling there. That's just the heat. That's not the organisms moving. And I'm starting to think that maybe half a block is too much. I'm just gonna break this up in my hand because it's that soft. And I like a little texture. If I can make this textured. Okay. I'm gonna have to wash my hands before this is over. Hey Snow, welcome. We're just finishing up our miso soup here. We made some fried rice, garlic fried rice. Also, we made some eggs. And we're finishing up the miso soup, and then we're gonna put everything together. Have a small breakfast, chat about a few things, and then that would be it. Yeah. Good morning. How you doing? There's no heat right now on this miso soup. And I think I put too much tofu. Honestly, way too much tofu. But I'm going to put all the tofu here. Or at least half the tofu. Okay. Hello, Sefson. Good morning. This is my miso soup with way too much tofu. I need to grab a ladle and wash my hands while I'm at it. So be right back really quick. Be right back. If you want to listen to something while I'm gone, tune into Asia Dream Radio. Right now, the people playing on it is Galaxy by Glay and 80 Kids. 80 Kids? I don't think I've heard these people. But I'll be back. My hands are so wet. All right. There's a huge mess here. It's fine. I'm going to wash the sheets later. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. How am I going to do this? I may be cooking one more thing, or maybe heating one thing before we finish here, but I'm going to get to plating and see how that's going to work out, because I have no idea. Now that I reminded myself I'm going to be washing my sheets today, I'm just going to put all the junk on my bed and not care about any of the mess. All right. Heard something is wet. That was my hand. My hand is wet. Okay. I got way too much junk. First things first. Let's get this miso soup out of here. Way too much tofu. The miso tofu ratio is way out of line. Using anything other than tofu and dashi? No. Not really. So for miso soup, you can use like hondashi, which is basically dried bonito flake granules. Powder, it's like granules, it's not powder. But you can use that, and you can get a decent amount, you can get a decently flavored, what do you call this? Miso soup that way. Just make sure to add the miso, right? But honestly, I don't think there's anything else you can use. I mean, you can use seaweed. I just don't have seaweed. That's an issue right now. Okay, I'm gonna set this aside. I hope you are cool enough. What else would you put in miso soup anyway? I know some people like using tomatoes in there. I don't have tomatoes, sadly. No tomatoes to use. Okay, don't spill anything. I have a very small table, and not sure how this is gonna work. You know what? Screw it. We're not gonna heat the one thing I was gonna do, just because we don't have the space anymore. All right, plate. Rice. Ginger or green onions? Yeah, ginger I do not have. Green onions I do not have, sadly. Okay, so we got some garlic fried rice here. This has cooled down quite a bit. And I probably should have made more, but oh well. Because I am going to be filling this bowl up a bit. It's probably way too much rice. I normally don't eat this much rice. Unless it's fried rice, which this is. Just pack it down a bit. And we have eggs. We have eggs. I'm gonna use all 3 slices here just because I could probably chop this up a little bit smaller. But I think this size is good enough for me. All right, we're done with that. And there's one more thing we're gonna add to this, because if you look here, the middle's looking a little lonely, right? So we have tuna with kimchi. Tuna with kimchi. A lot of people here would probably like, you just add whatever protein you want. Some people do Spam, fry up some Spam and put that in, or just add an egg in the middle. We are gonna do this because I've been wanting to try it. Okay. And that is a lot of tuna. That is way too much tuna. This is a very protein heavy dish. There we go. Very easy. He was already put out the Spam here. I still have the Spam. I'm taking some pictures for Twitter right now. So you're gonna see that later. Now I did have some Spam, and I do still have some Spam in the cupboard, but here we go. It doesn't look too bad, right? I mean, you can heat the fish if you want to. I just chose not to right now. Gonna go ahead and give that a taste. Oh, gotta get the picture of that miso soup too. The miso soup, regardless of how much tofu I put in there, looks pretty decent, I think. I can't get a good picture. The cloudiness of the miso soup is making this difficult to take. Okay, got my pictures. And let's see, where's my spoon? Not that spoon, this spoon. There we go. I'm gonna take a taste of the miso soup first. Ow, oh, ow, ow. Let's see how this is. So I didn't cook the tofu. You don't really have to. And plus this thing is already super soft anyway. So it's like, can't really do much about it. All right. Itadakimasu. Here you go, guys. Not bad, actually. I think I've actually had silken tofu before in Chinese restaurants. I just never knew it was silken tofu because you don't think about that while you're eating in places. But this one's pretty good. I may have added way too much miso, so it's a little bit salty, but it's not bad otherwise. Here is our attempt at tamagoyaki. It does have the layers, it just doesn't have the, what do you call this? The actual shape for the rest of it. Itadakimasu, here you go. It's egg. It's egg. I think the only mistake I did there was I didn't add any salt. I forgot to salt the egg. Whoops. No salted egg today. Okay, I just want to try the tuna kimchi by itself. You can probably see here that there's not a whole lot of kimchi on this particular brand of tuna. I don't know if it's supposed to be, but it does have a lot of tuna, which is why you buy this thing. Doesn't look particularly red, so I don't think it's going to be too spicy. I am expecting like a pickled flavor, like a sourish pickle flavor, but let's just take the tuna really quick, check it out. A little sweet, a little tart. Not bad. I really probably should have heated that. It's way too cold. It's way too cold. Let me see how this works with the fried rice though. Let's see, fried rice. Ah, ah. I think the fried rice cooled down way too much. If I actually if I actually heated that a little bit, it would be better. Unseasoned egg feels bad. All right, all right. Let's do this then. Oh, oh! They're playing Ready Steady Go. They're playing Ready Steady Go on the radio. I haven't heard this in forever. Nice. Hey Tom. Hey Ollie. Welcome. How's it going? What are we eating? We were eating the breakfast we just made. We have some miso soup over here. We have some unseasoned eggs because I forgot to season them. Garlic fried rice is underneath all of this, and a can of kimchi tuna, which isn't bad, but it does need to be heated. Yeah. Okay, so since this is unseasoned, I'm gonna get my secret ingredient, the calamansi flavored liquid seasoning. I think it's soy sauce. I think it's soy sauce. I mean, this red stuff, this is tuna. This is canned tuna up here. Okay, let me see if this, we're just gonna season this. I'm just gonna season that. Now, the one ingredient we didn't get to use, and I kind of wish I did, was the mirin. Not sake, like the label says, but mirin. But then again, I don't know where I would have used that, to be honest. I wanted to use it, I just don't know where. Okay, let me see how it is with the seasoning now. All right, let's go. It's better. It's better. Would have preferred the ketchup or hot sauce though. But anyway, let's see. Let's talk a little bit while we're chatting here. So, Spook Month is almost over, right? We got like a week left in a couple of days. I kind of wanted to do, so I saw this list of haunted places in Japan, and I kind of wanted to do like a stream for that, like next week, like for Halloween. But as I was checking out the locations, yes, these are actually creepy places in Japan. But it's like, I don't know. It's like I try to go to Google Maps for them to see if we can explore it, and a lot of times you can't. You just can't. Either because people haven't put pictures of the location, or like the Google cars haven't gone to that place or can't go into those places. But it's like, the what's that place called? That forest. That forest where a lot of bad stuff happens. Hold up. Let's see. Haunted Japan places. If you do a really quick Google search on this one, it's like 15 nightmare-inducing haunted places in Japan. I can show this on camera, I think. Yeah, I'll show it on camera. Here. This is this is what we're looking at right now. And they have this list of places. Aokigahara Forest. That's the proper name for it. The Suicide Forest is the other name that people know it by. Like there is actually a thing where, like, you can actually drop a Google map, like pin on it, and be able to what do you call this? Go into the forest, but you can't get very far. you can't get very far. You're only like in this one place, and it's like a 360 view, but that's it. You can't go explore it, which I was thinking is kind of lame, but understandable. Understandable, considering the things that happened over there and its reputation. But I was kind of hoping we would do able to do like a Google Maps of all these places, but you can't really explore them, which is the sad part. So we're stuck with like talking about all of this in passing. Inokane Pass Tunnel. Apparently, I think the anime man and Chris from abroad in Japan visited this tunnel. I didn't even know about it, but apparently it's a tunnel that's just kind of spooky. I don't, and it's apparently closed because accidents have happened here. That's basically what happened. But if you can go on foot and explore it. I feel like it would have been fun, but technology is not quite there where we can just go onto Google Maps and walk around that way. I don't know if there's like a VR thing where you can actually explore Japan from home, because that I think that would be neat to do. Like if that does exist, it's limited to Google Maps stuff. So it's like, what are you gonna do? Oiranbuchi, the wailing woman. I guess this is a bridge. A bridge somewhere. For some reason, this is a creepy for some people. I mean, bridges are creepy to begin with, especially if you look at this bridge. This is like a wooden bridge. Who knows how long that's been there? It's probably gonna like break at some point, just from the weight of the people walking. But you never know. You never know. Nakagu Suku Hotel, haunted ruins. Oh, where is this? Apparently, it used to be a hotel in Okinawa. Somewhere in Okinawa. This hotel. Can I? No, I can't do that. Apparently, in Okinawa, somewhere, this hotel is like abandoned. Japan. If no one knows about this, Japan has a lot of abandoned locations, like abandoned amusement parks, abandoned towns, abandoned buildings. And the reason why most of the time they're abandoned is because it takes money to like clean up, destroy those buildings. Apparently, people just don't bulldoze them and clear them for whatever else. So what you end up is having a bunch of these abandoned locations, oftentimes in the middle of nowhere or in the middle of a forest, and it can be pretty creepy. I do want to eventually do something like that though, just for myself. Explore a bunch of abandoned locations and see what that's about. But it's also kind of dangerous, not because the building's gonna collapse, though I think a few of them could, or like some homeless people are camping out in those locations, and using it as a home. But I think the other dangerous part is if you don't believe in spirits, then you probably will believe in bears. Bears and wild boars, especially if they're in a forest, will most likely be inhabiting these kinds of locations. And you don't want to run into a bear. I don't care how strong or tough you think you are. You do not want to run into a bear. They will tear you apart. I think you're supposed to like pretend to be dead or something, but even so, it's like normally they say have like an air horn or something really loud to scare the bear off, but that doesn't work on all bears. So it's like you're kind of screwed when that happens. Yeah, that would be so cool, but it takes so long to make. I know, right? I mean, I feel like there might be like if there's like a Japan simulator. I think I looked it up once. A Japan simulator where you just go around and explore. That That would be pretty neat. I don't think anyone's actually finished one though. I do know, I do know that there is a game where you can like learn Japanese words in a fairly authentic looking fake Japanese town in the game. I need to look for that again because I want to. It looks fun. It looks fun to check out. Camp Hansen, the Lone Soldier. Where is this? It's a black and white picture. Probably should reconsider that plan then. Which plan? I lost track. What plan are we reconsidering? Oh, you mean the going into abandoned places? Nah, 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 nah. It's fine. It's fine. I'll just bring a friend with me. I'll just bring a friend with me whenever I do the the abandoned building thing, and use them as bait, and no one will have to know. You guys will not have to know. No one will have to know. No one knows who's gonna be. So yeah. Okay. Let's see. World War II. I guess this is a camp in Okinawa. Two things for Okinawa already. Okinawa's not that very big either. I'm guessing this is like a place where a bunch of said that a lone soldier appears in bloodstained World War fatigues and asks for cigarettes for those who's nearby. So the soldier's not even so the soldier's not even what do you call this? Trying to scare anyone. They're just asking for some cigs. And apparently it's haunted. Hey, if the ghost wants cigarettes, but just have some on you, even if you want to explore this place, and don't really plan on doing much of anything else. I think that's okay. Oh, Keiko's Well. Okay, this is probably like the most easily accessible haunted location, other than the Suicide Forest. Because there is this place called Himeji Castle, right? Himeji Castle is like a very popular tourist attraction. It is a full castle that's been renovated over and over again. And this well is like right next to the castle, so it's really easy to see. That's not too bad. Does he need a light too? I don't know, but it wouldn't hurt to have like a lighter and some cigarettes on you if you're gonna be offering the guy a cigarette. Come on, it's like you give the guy a cigarette. It's like, what do you want me to do with this? Give me a light too. It wouldn't hurt to have a lighter also. It wouldn't hurt to have a lighter or matches anyway if you're going out in the middle of nowhere, because you need to burn the wood somehow, and rubbing two sticks together doesn't work all the time. It's much easier to light something on fire. But yeah, this is like the most easily accessible what do you call this, haunted location, because it's right next to a tourist spot. Now the well itself, apparently someone got thrown into the well and basically never came back out. So dead in the well, and because they're still stuck in the well, supposedly people can still hear like, what do you call this? Wailing and screaming coming from the well, which is probably just the wind. It's probably just the wind if we're gonna take out the supernatural out of this. But it's like the easiest thing to. It's like the easiest place to visit. So, yeah. Get some video footage, get some audio, really good audio, and listen to it. I've never been there myself, but I do plan to try to visit Himeji next time I go, so maybe I'll have something about that. Creepy building, round schoolhouse. Oh, this one. So I was actually watching Chris Broad, Broad in Japan. I watch a lot of his stuff, and he mentioned this as one of the places he does not want to go into. Like this one's in Hokkaido, right? And I mentioned earlier that buildings could like collapse and stuff like that. Now, this is an abandoned school building from like the 70s apparently. But the worst thing about this is not the building itself. It's because bears. We talked about bears. And the bears in Hokkaido are pretty vicious regardless of what you do. So if you don't want to run into a bear, don't actually go into this place. But if you do want to go into this place, just be prepared that you might actually run into a bear. I think they like to use this as a den because it does get cold there. That's some Skyrim guard level attention there. If you think it's just a wind, well, I mean, it could just be the wind, or it could also be a box. Now this one isn't so much a haunted. What do you call this? This one isn't so much a haunted location as it is like a haunted house type of thing. Huistenbosch is a for some reason, Dutch theme park. Actually, no, it's not for some reason. But this is a Dutch theme park, I think close to Nagasaki. Or maybe in Nagasaki itself. Think of it like a Disney theme park kind of thing, but except a bunch of other stuff is just Dutch. And the reason for that being is because Nagasaki was like a port of entry for the Dutch way back in the day. They traded with Japan for a really long time. And I guess since they got influenced by a bunch of Dutch stuff, they made a theme park for a Dutch theme park. Basically, it's like you're in the Netherlands in Japan. I've never been there before, but I have seen trains that go there when I was in Fukuoka. I was in Fukuoka visiting Saga at the time, and it's like, okay, there's this train that says Huistenbosch. And yeah, apparently there's a train that goes straight to the theme park. And it's a popular place for domestic people to go to. I know I saw a lot of families that were with small children that were like really interested in doing that. But apparently they have a haunted house that made this list, so it's like, okay, maybe the haunted house has something. SSS Curve, the Martyrs of the WW. I don't know what WW is. World Wrestling Federation? Minus the F. In case the haunted place in Sasebo, Japan doesn't scare you enough, head to the SSS Curve in Okinawa, the third place in Okinawa. Okinawa seems to have a bunch of places that's haunted for some reason. Okay, it's probably World War stuff. Several Japanese paranormal TV hosts have visited the place to record this phenomenon, and it's spooky. It is said that these soldiers come back to haunt this part of the road, and visitors often feel a strange surge of nausea, dizziness, and the feeling of someone's hand on their body. Okay, I mean, we can probably check this out on Google Maps. It just seems like it's just a road, but who knows? Labyrinth, the Scary Hospital. What is this? Haunted house attractions. Oh, there's another haunted house thing. Fuji Q Highland theme park. Oh yeah, Fuji Q Highland. Apparently, there's a theme park right next to Mount Fuji. Fuji Q basically, I think, has like one roller coaster as high as Mount Fuji, and I know a friend of mine has gone there before. I'm not one for roller coasters, but they also have like one of the toughest, I think, escape rooms ever. I've done a couple of escape rooms before, but it's like so tough because everything is randomized. Like you have these like digital cards and stuff that you have to, what do you call this? The way he explained it to me is you have these digital cards that you would put into certain places of the, what do you call it, of the escape room, and I think it's like in 3 or 4 parts. I know it's multiple parts, at least 3 parts, maybe more. No, I think it was 10 parts, and you have like an hour or something to get to escape it. But I don't think anyone's made it through the end. It's that tough because it's randomized, which is like probably the most unfair thing to do in an escape room, to be honest. But you just try your luck, and I kind of want to try it at some point. I don't know if anyone has footage of that. Probably not, though. It would be interesting to check out. But apparently they also have this haunted house. So, might be interesting. Okay, not an attraction anymore. Gridley Tunnel. Mysterious Samurai Ghost. Oh my gosh. Don't they put this in anime all the time? Like there's like some sort of samurai ghost in a tunnel. This one is in Yokosuka base. I think that's like near Hiroshima, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, tunnels are creepy. I get it. Himuro Mansion, the grisly murders. Located outside of Tokyo. Okay, so this one's closer to Tokyo for anyone who's visiting Tokyo. Himuro Mansion, a bunch of murders apparently that happened there because of occult practices and because of occult practices. What else happened here? The master killed everyone in the family and took his own life. The ritual got tainted as a lover once saved his maiden from being sacrificed. Oh, cult stuff. And now the place is haunted. I don't know if you can visit it, but it's there. Sounds like it's a great time to cheat for the escape room. It would be interesting. If I can find the, I don't know if he talked about it or if it was written in a comic somewhere, but the friend of mine has another friend that makes like that used to make like report manga and stuff like that, and I think he put the experience in there. Yeah, the guy hasn't done a report manga in forever because a lot of people want to be included in it, but it might be in there. If I can find it, I will link it in the description after the stream because it's a pretty funny story. It's a pretty funny story, and if you look through the report manga hard enough, you might be able to find a familiar character. I'll just say that. So, well, now he's dead and maidenless. That's too many losses to take. Well, it's not this guy who was maidenless. I think it was someone else who was maidenless. I think like what was happened? The ritual got tainted as a lover once saved his maiden from being sacrificed. After this, the master killed everyone in the family and took his own life. I don't know if this guy actually got killed, but the way it sounds like the guy also got killed. So yeah, okay, he would be maidenless then. But if he escaped, he got his maiden, but everyone else died. That's probably what happened. Ikigo Middle Gate, the cursed concentration camp. Ooh. Another concentration camp. More war stuff. Why is it always war stuff? I mean, I get it. There's a lot of grudges that happen during wars and stuff like that. But during World War II, the U.S. Navy Ikigo Housing Detachment was a concentration camp where 1,000 Korean Chinese prisoners died due to forced labor. There are 3 gates that separate the place from Japanese main, middle, and back gates. Guards on duty at the middle gate have often heard footsteps, voices, and visions of Japanese soldiers with no legs. The fighting sight sent a chill through the spines of guards, and that was it, basically. Zushi, Yokohama, Japan. Yokohama. Interesting. Hey, Nutcase, welcome. How's it going? We finished making breakfast a while ago, and I think I forgot to. I forgot to eat as I go because we're just kind of chatting right now, or at least looking over haunted Japanese places. I can't really show on stream the way I want to. Like I originally wanted to like do Japanese haunted place streams, a Japanese haunted place stream, and explore them in Google Maps. But a lot of times we can't do that just because Google Maps is kind of sucky with a lot of these places. I might try to do it. Just for kicks and giggles, but not today. So we're just going over it. So this will be kind of like a preview if we do that. Did you make what did you make for breakfast? We made some miso soup with way too much tofu. I used half a block of tofu instead of like a fourth a block. So way too much tofu. We made some eggs and garlic fried rice, and this is a kimchi tuna from a can. Tofu is good though. Yeah. Have you tried silken tofu before? Has anyone here tried silken tofu before? Because the only tofu I had experience before this was the was the one in water. The silken tofu is the stuff that you find in like cardboard boxes like this. This is the stuff that I used. It's an interesting texture, but it breaks way too easily for my taste, to be honest. Yes, we have it in Korean soup. Interesting, nice. I'm probably gonna I'm probably gonna buy more of that stuff from now on, just because the usual tofu, the really hard tofu that you get in water, I can't get easily around here, so it's my next best option unless I go to an Asian grocery store like 2 hours away, which is not fun. Not fun. Concentration camps, okay, more tunnels. Weekly mansion, the hub of paranormal activities. What is this? Despite being a luxury hotel, the weekly mansion in Akasaka is one of the horrifying places to spend your night in. Oh, okay, so it's still functioning. Building number one in the hotel premises has witnessed several paranormal activities, like white mist from vents, being pushed up on the bed while asleep, electrical appliances turning on by themselves. A woman claimed that she was even dragged on the floor of the room, and her back indeed had scratch marks, as she told. Well, Japan has other beautiful places to stay at, so better look at for other places. I mean, if you want a haunted place to stay into and see if any of this stuff happens to you, Weekly Mansion is in Akasaka, which may be in Tokyo. I don't remember, but it doesn't look like it's in Tokyo. So, yeah, I think Silken lasts a little longer too, much longer. The usual tofu you get in water, the curd tofu, I think lasts roughly 6 months, like 3 to 6 months, I think. And the silken tofu, I got it maybe a few weeks ago. I know that one has an expiration date of at least 2 years. So yeah, quite a while. Quite a while. And I think this is the last location here. Okay, I don't know if I would call this as a haunted location. Hiroshima, the Peace Memorial. I don't think I would call this as a haunted location, but it does have a somber feeling to it. I've been there a couple of times already. And not a single time have I felt that it was haunted. But they basically have this building that's still standing from the atomic bomb. They kept it as a memorial. And it's fenced off, serious business if you try to jump the fence. So don't. But I guess supposedly haunted spirits, like at night in this place. I've been there a couple of times at night. I know people have been around there at night. Maybe it has to be at the dead of dark for you to notice anything, but never have I seen a haunted spirit around this area. It is a place to visit though, for cultural reasons and historical reasons. Highly recommended. And then after that, you can go to Okonomimura, which is a building full of okonomiyaki shops. I think they have like 4 floors of okonomiyaki shops, different vendors and all that stuff. So you just kind of pick whoever looks good and is interesting at the moment. I've been to a couple of places over there. Both were good. Both were good. I can't tell you who or where it is, but a lot of shops there in the okonomiyaki building tend to get really full, especially during lunch and dinner, for obvious reasons. And yeah, you just kind of look around, see what they have. I mean, okonomiyaki is pretty what do you call this? Filling. So come very hungry. Come very hungry. Speaking of, I think I'm going to end here for today. I'm going to end here for today and finish off the breakfast here. I'm not going to finish breakfast on stream. Can you get it without seafood? Yes, you can get okonomiyaki without seafood. I know. So the basic So in okay, since we're talking about this, the basic okonomiyaki in Hiroshima, because this is where you'll find it, at least this particular location, is I made this on stream before. Um, I have to remember when I did that though. But I made an okonomiyaki Hiroshima style, which is basically a layer of pancake batter, a layer of egg, a layer of noodles, a layer of cabbage. I don't think that's the right order, but we're going with it. And everything else you want on top. Usually, what I see is bacon. Bacon is used a lot in the okonomiyaki. Let's see what else is used. Yes, seafood is also used. They also use cheese. I think one did kimchi, so there was a kimchi okonomiyaki. I think there was also ham, but those are the ones I've seen and had. There's definitely a whole lot of other shops that do similar stuff. I don't know if they change it up much from there, but that is that is something to look into. But yeah, just look for okonomiyaki building Hiroshima. You should be able to find more information about that. Um, I'm trying to think. I really want to just do a Japan talking stream of random Japan stuff. One at some point again, just because so Japan oh my battery's low. It's fine. It's fine. We're almost done. So Japan opened up to tourism in full almost 2 weeks ago, October 11th. Japan is now open for tourism. Uh, all the rules from before the COVID shutdown thing are back, so you no longer have to do visa stuff. You don't really have to do COVID testing stuff, as far as I am aware. Though do keep some proof of records on you in case they ask for it. So you can do like if your country has no visa requirements for Japan, you can do that now too. I need to personally reserve some tickets in the next couple of weeks because I use like points for my tickets and those are very competitive. Let's see what else. But yeah, Japan has opened up, so a lot of people are slowly trickling in. And if you can go there within the next 3 months or so, I think this would be the best time to go because the yen is pretty darn cheap. I think it's like something on the order of 140 yen per dollar, which is a huge discount in general. I think it's like something like close to a 25% discount or more with that exchange rate. Normally, the yen is around 108, 110, sometimes 115. It doesn't sound like a whole lot, but it's pretty. I mean, it's you can at that level, the 108 level, you can like estimate pretty accurately. 100 yen is $1, but around 140, it's like 100 yen. 100 yen is like what 70 cents or something like that, which is pretty darn cheap if you think about it. If you think about it. So if you can go in the next 3 or 6 months, I think I'm hoping I won't be able to go until like next October. That's just my situation right now, sadly. Otherwise, I would love to try to go again around March or April. March or April, I think, is when you start getting cherry blossom stuff in Japan. Just keep in mind though, cherry blossom season, it is kind of like a month long ish, but here's a big but with cherry blossom season. The cherry blossoms are really only roughly in full bloom for like a period of 1 or 2 weeks. and then the flowers fall off. And it's not like it's happening all at once in the entire country. It starts from the bottom of the country, typically from the bottom of the country, and slowly, gradually goes upwards in the country because cherry blossoms are very temperature sensitive. So once it starts warming up a little bit too much for them, the blossoms will fall off. Just keep that in mind. Free Ruka, I wish. The only way I would be freed is if I left my job or for whatever reason. That would be the only reason why I would be able to be freed. But no, I still need money. I still need money. So and with that money comes the time off. So I can't do time off until at least I can get a solid 3 weeks of vacation, which is what I want for Japan. For anyone, I mentioned this before in our Japanese planning stream. I still have to make those videos too. You need a minimum of 2 weeks, 2 full weeks, 14 days plus 2, 14 days plus 2 if you're going to visit Japan or any overseas country that you're like going to multiple places at once. If you're just only going there for like one city, let's say you're just going there for Tokyo, okay, maybe a week is enough. But I also feel like it's a waste. So 2 weeks, Japan. You need to account for travel time, especially if you're flying. You lose a day going there typically, and then you need a little bit of recovery coming back, right? But yeah, I usually take 3 weeks for myself. I need 3 weeks for myself at minimum because I like going to a lot of places. I like exploring, and I feel like 2 weeks for me isn't quite enough. If I could go 3 months, I would do that. But I would also have to be not working. I actually had a chance to do 3 months like a while back. However, because travel wasn't like they banned travel at the time, I couldn't do my 3 months. So it's like, okay, well, them's the breaks. Them's the breaks. So yeah. Oh well. Anyway, I'm gonna try to figure out when I can do another Japan talking stream because I do like talking about that quite a bit. I just have to figure out what I want to talk about, and then we'll figure out a time for it. I do need to do a bunch of other stuff. So I am going to end the stream now. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for chatting. I do like I do appreciate it. And we will come back next week with another morning stream because I think I'm gonna make this into a thing. The morning streams on Sunday, because that's the only time I can do morning streams. All right. Let me move over. Okay. All right. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for watching. I'll post pictures up on Twitter later regarding the food shots that more food angles that you can't see normally. I will be streaming Resident Evil 2 throughout the week, so keep an eye on that. I'm gonna try to do Tuesday, but we'll see what my schedule looks like. If not Tuesday, then probably Wednesday and Friday. I'm hoping. At least Tuesday or Wednesday and then Friday. We'll be doing Claire's route. So until then, see you. Have a nice rest of your day, and good night. Goodbye. Wait, is that the ending? Ending? There we go. Ending went through. See you later, everyone. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming.